Okay, this is with Naruto was half Kazekage and half Senju. So basically, it means that Naruto's magnet release, and he's Senju, and he's going to have wood style. Okay, so here's what basically happens. Naruto, when he's a kid, so when these bullies are attacking him, and then Naruto just like points at the like ground, like he takes the minerals and stuff. It forms into like sand, and puts like a sand shield up, and then he just runs away to the third Hokage. That he just puts sand up in a person's face. The third Hokage was like, really? And then he remembered that Kushina had magnet release. Like her family had magnet release. And so he also remembers that Minato was half Senju. So he gets Yamato. And he gets like Kakashi or somebody to help him with his KK Genkai. And so he gets them, and Naruto knows the basic wood style, like wood style wood pillar, wood style wood dome, and all that stuff. He learns out all that stuff by like age 11. Age 11, he's the top of his class, and he can defeat Sasuke with taijutsu alone. And like, so he has an invincible sand barrier. And so he makes, so instead of having that weirdy gourd around him, he stores all the sand like underground. So then if he gets into like open road, it'll just go like and hide in like dirt. Like it'll be like crunchy on the ground, like when people step on it, they'll feel the sand. But he's been gathering minerals and stuff throughout the whole village. And so if he needs to attack somebody, he has tons of sand to use. And so when he fights Kakashi for their belt, it's actually Naruto can do the clone jutsu. They just like, I think Sai would know how to lessen the seal, like make it less tight, and QB doesn't disrupt, you know. You know what? I'm actually gonna say he couldn't, and Naruto needs something to pass, and so they give him the shadow clone. But he said that Mizuki says you can be the Hokage if you learn a few jutsu from the Scroll of Sinning. Naruto's still gullible, so he takes it. And so Mizuki says yes. And so instead of Mizuki just taking it, Naruto already knows the shadow clones, so he skips over that and he says the flying Raijin, huh? And so Naruto learns the flying Raijin instead of shadow clone, so for all that time he practices that, and he can get it to level 2. And so that same day, Naruto buys like 50 to 70 kunai and places the flying Raijin still in it. And so he's just throwing it around his room with shadow clones practicing, so he gets it to level 3. That's the next day. So then he rests for like the day. So it's the next day, he's at his full capacity with his flying Raijin, so he get his kunai, puts it in his pouch, and heads off to meet his team with Sasuke, Naruto, and I'm gonna say Hinata. Why not? And so Naruto is ready, and he tells Kakashi, I want to be Hokage. I want to be somebody who people look up to. Somebody who looks up to and says, no worries, he'll save the day. And so Naruto says, that's the person I want to become. I want to become a hero. And so then Kashi's like, interesting. So then Sasuke says, I want to kill a certain man. No, it's not a dream. It will be a reality. And Hinata says, I want to be a really good kunoichi to impress my father. And so then Sasuke and Hinata scatter. She turns on her Byakugan. And so then he's about to go, but then Naruto throws a kunai. Says, Kakashi says, is that like Reggie kunai? When Naruto's about to scatter. And so Kakashi says, there's no way he can use it. And so then Naruto takes a shadow clone there. And so the shadow clone is in like a taijutsu battle, not getting hit or getting hits on him. And so then it teleports behind Kakashi. Kakashi, not knowing this, and it kicks Kakashi in the back. Kakashi's like, how'd you get that kunai? He can use it. And so then Kakashi gets more serious, puts up his book, and fights Naruto for real. And so Kakashi hits it finally, and it poofs. And so then Naruto jumps up saying, Futon, fireball. No, he says, wood style, wood binding jutsu, wood style, fire style, fireball jutsu. It binds Kakashi, and then it drinks his chakra, so it can't do a substitution. So, genius. And so then he shoots it because he couldn't gather up any chakra in time to dodge, so he takes the brunt to attack. And then Naruto kept the shadow clone close to it, and then Naruto cuts one of them off before Kakashi grabbed his hand, and he throws it right at Naruto. And so then Naruto's like, haha, I got a bell. And then Naruto says, no worries, Sasuke and Hinata, I will still help you. And so then they all battle Kakashi, and they, let's say Naruto did a wood dome around Kakashi or something. And then Kakashi's stuck in there, and then let's say Naruto left a shadow clone in there. And so Kakashi's like, I swear this kid's dumb. Then he punches the shadow clone, but then it poofs into Sasuke, and then there's another shadow clone Naruto. He hits that, it's Hinata, then another shadow clone hits it, and then it's Naruto. And Naruto teaches them before that, the barrier thing, and like Boruto did with his class. So they basically do that, but a little bit stronger, better technique. So they do that, and they don't get the bells, but he applauds them for their teamwork. So they pass. And so now it's the land of waves. So instead of Hinata, they see Haku, so Naruto faces him. And so then basically the same thing happens, but when Naruto gets mad, he's not hitting Naruto, but so he takes on Sasuke. So then Naruto gets mad because of Naruto's sand defense. Oh, and when Kakashi attacks his actual body, Naruto lets him get hit, but he put sand on like his face like Gaara did with Rock Lee, and so it just cracks sand. And so then when Haku fights him, there's just sand getting in the way, catching off his little needles and bun. And so then Naruto also knows how to do the sand burial and stuff like Gaara does. He's good with his KK Genkai. And so he's really good with both of his KK Genkai. And so then Naruto gets mad, and so he shatters the mirrors and says, "Sand burial." It breaks Haku's legs like Gaara did with Rock Lee. And when that happened, of course Rock Lee got hurt and stuff, but Haku got hurt and he couldn't get to Kakashi, so he was just laying on the ground screaming in pain and couldn't get up to save Zabuza. He said, stop it. And then he pounds the ground, and Naruto says, that's what you get. And then he pounds down, and then he gives Haku this similar speech that Zabuza got. And then now Naruto's getting ready to tuning exams. Naruto can do a wood mini golem. So it's like something mini version of Hashirama's golem. And he can do deep forest emerge. That's basically what he can do. And Sasuke, I'm gonna give him a 3 tomoe since Naruto's so strong. Sasuke has a 3 tomoe Sharingan now. No, 3 tomoe. That's basically it, guys. See ya.